one interesting area where a lot of change is happening is in the education world, right? And you yourself written about the how the future of education would be. And today, even though most colleges and schools are shut physically, but they're getting active online. Do you think, as we emerge out of this, that the entire education market, as it were, would be impacted? Is this the moment when we will see some true disruption in education itself as a space?
The online learning is still in the peripheral supplement to what we do physically in classrooms. Classrooms is the core where we have taught, learned, etc. And online is supplemental, like online books, for example, videos, etc. Online is peripheral, physical, brick and mortar is core. It's going to flip now. In other words, the online will be the core and the physical will be supplemental. It's a simple idea, but very powerful. There are many, many advantages we are discovering with online education. The first major advantage is that beyond a class of 50, 60 students, I can reach 1,000. So if you have a reputation of an institution or a professor himself or herself, all of a sudden going online, whether it's a Zoom platform or whatever you use, you are reaching a lot bigger audience, which means society benefits for a lot out of the same lecture or of the same class. I think that benefit we never thought about it before. But with this experience where it's mandatory, you suddenly see that thing. Second major thing is that we were all trying to push the faculty to become more and more online. And we faculty are laggards. I think students lead us in technology rather than faculty leading the students, clearly. And so this one then became mandatory. And it's amazing to see, again, like improvisation, faculty in the middle of the semester basically switched over from physical brick and mortar to online, and student satisfaction, their own learning experience, their own, everything came out right. No, it doesn't mean that it's going to be permanent necessarily. I'll come to that. And the third thing that will happen is happening, which is very important, is that suppose I have 3 or 5 campuses in India. I'm a truly large, let's say, all IIMs put together, Pan IIM or Pan IIT, or any one of the private universities which have campuses. Now I can have one professor teach in multiple campuses. He or she does not have to travel to each campus. When you have a scarcity of faculty, you expand your capacity. There is a downside though, because suddenly you may have a surplus of faculty. You don't need so many faculty now. Isn't that fascinating? So there may be some side effects, like any potent drug has a side effect. This technology may have some side effects. I do believe that things will go online permanently. For example, the textbooks will be all more and more online, e-books or video books, whatever they are. In fact, most of the assignments will be online. I think we still need the physical interaction. I talk with my grandchildren, for example, they're in colleges, and they're all right now stuck at home, away from their campuses. They have online classes, but they're saying it is nothing like physically getting together in teams. So we'll have to make sure that some physical contact is intermittently added to the online curriculum.
Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting as corporates see as perhaps a flip to remote working as the core and coming into office as the exception. I think the same thing is going to happen. You need to mix it up, but it's going to flip perhaps.
Right.